the Chicago Bears. And the question, Devin, is the hype legit?
I don't know. I saw that. Did you see what RG3 said?
What did RG3 say? Oh,
RG3 in his convoluted, stupid world said that he should pull in Eli Manning and demand that the Bears not draft him.
I'm sorry. Maybe I missed something, but what did Eli Manning have to do? Like, okay.
He was drafted a Charger.
Oh! Caleb Williams should pull in Eli Manning.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, okay. I did see that RG3 saying that. Now, here's my thing. You like in the beginning, it was like, okay, yeah, obviously, I'm lighting some incense over here. Obviously,
You're what?
I was lighting some incense over here. If it looks like I'm, something's going on over here, that's what's going on over here.
No.
What?
Why?
I mean,
You have incense in your house?
it's either my room can smell like lavender or it can smell like snowflake OG. Like, what do you? I mean, what do you want it to? The hell do you want?
I don't.
What do you?
I didn't know people had incense.
Yeah, no, incense are. Why not? You wouldn't understand, Devin. You wouldn't understand. You don't.
I know that it's associated with marijuana. Is it meant to cover up?
Yeah, it's a great mask. Honestly, it just smells like weed and whatever flavor incense or scent incense you're lighting. But hey,
yeah, it's like when
it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. Look, what
like
I was
when
saying is,
it's like when tubby people put on deodorant. It's like you still stink,
what I was saying is though,
except for your armpit.
in the beginning, it was
Wait,
like,
do you think they have roll deodorant
what do you mean?
for people with rolls?
Oh, well, I mean, would you not just use deodorant? Like, if you okay, and this isn't even I'm not even making fun of making fun of people that
I'm
are
not making fun.
overweight. But
I'm curious.
But listen, if you were big enough to where you did have, rolls,
Yeah.
wouldn't you just, if you were worried about like body odor, just use regular deodorant? Like, I mean, what would be the difference? Like
Soap and water.
no. What I'm saying is like, what would be the difference in deodorant for like your underarms or than like your like flap?
It is different skin. I feel like the skin under your arms, at least for people with armpit hair like myself.
Yeah, I'm a trimmer.
It is weird.
I'm a trimmer.
I think when I was a kid, my brother shaved my armpit, and I got like $5. But no, I don't ever pay attention to my armpit unless I lift my arm up.
Yeah, I'm 100%. I'm 100% a trimmer. I'm all day, and because I feel like it helps. Like, I feel like hair causes more there's more chance of body odor. Like, I feel like hair like holds in more sweat. Like, I feel like bald dudes never have to worry about like anything
I'm trying to
above
think
here.
if my balls smell more when I have no hair or when I have.
See, that wasn't me.
Yeah, I think no, it's definitely hair causes problems.
Yeah, that wasn't me.
I think a little bit of stank is nice.
I wasn't opening the door for you to talk about that, but sure, if that's
you asked the question.
That's what you. No, well,
you asked me if my balls stunk.
All right. Let me get to what I was trying to say was, in the beginning, we were talking about
in the beginning.
Caleb Williams should 100% say, fuck this. I am absolutely not going to Chicago or whoever has the first pick at the time, because we didn't even know who was going to have the first pick when this all started. We were agreeing with that. We were like, yeah, no, he should stay another year and get your NIL or whatever.
No, I told him to go to no. He should no. He shouldn't have no. No.
I look.
I don't go to the league now because all you're gonna do is make yourself look way worse.
No, but the money you can make in college football now, it's like, what's the rush?
What about that signing? That signing bonus is pretty sick, dude. What is it, like $35 million for the first pick? It's crazy.
It's cool, but I mean, that fucking Nissan deal.
But NFL fame is way different. You can still get endorsement deals in the NFL.
Yeah.
especially if you're Caleb Williams.
Yeah, but I mean, yes.
Yeah.
I understand. I can.
If you're not Caleb Williams, stay forever. But I hope Drake May just like, yeah, I'm going back to UNC.
If you are the number one prospect in the upcoming draft, I honestly think, you should. Yeah, you should go get drafted and go
Because
to
it
the
is
NFL.
rare. Because you won't be the number one guy the next year.
I wouldn't say that, but I will say that
What about Shador?
with the change in college football, I do see the side of like you could stay. Like if you don't want to play for a terrible team, you could just stay here. Like we're not gonna not start you. Like if you want to stay here, like
Yeah.
you really I mean, you're good. Your draft stock might drop. It might not. Either way,
But hell,
you might go to a better team.
a drop in stock might help him.
Yeah, when
But
you're
he
the
could
number
also
one
just
pick,
demand that the Bears trade him.
if you're the number one pick, it might even be better to drop a little bit. But either way, now that Chicago's making all these moves,
Yeah.
I feel like you're kind of a douchebag if you like pull an Eli Manning on draft day.
Well, I don't see a reason why he would
No,
at this point.
no. What would be the point?
I think what the Bears are doing are making it so there is no like what other team could he go to with a fucking Keenan Allen or DJ Moore?
Yeah, well, yeah, they're doing.
Who the fuck is their running back now?
DeAndre
Swift.
Yeah, well, they're definitely doing their
solid
best.
running back.
They're definitely doing their best to make it hard to say no.
I mean, he's not going to say no to us. I mean, to them, and then come to us. It's not happening.
Yeah, it's like, no, I'm going to say no to the team.
And RG3 is just jealous he didn't go 1, dude. What a pussy.
Yeah, no, I don't know what's up with RG3 and him. Just it seems like
he's just saying shit. He likes to say shit.
Yeah. But look, let's talk about Chicago because, like I said earlier, DJ Moore, 4 out of his 6 years, he's had over 1,100 receiving yards, and he's played with 11 different starting quarterbacks. I mean, this is some DeAndre Hopkins shit.
Where was he a Panther?
Mm-hmm.
So Baker, Darnold,
Cam,
all those guys,
fucking PJ Walker. I think Sam, or you said Sam already. There's more. There's more that I.
There was some in between Cam and Baker.
There was.
Think about.
There were a lot.
Who the fuck was their quarterback after Cam?
We just talked about it. It was Cam left and came back.
Yeah.
So he had 2 stints, but what was it? It was in between Cam. I mean, I want to say that's when like PJ Walker got involved, or did he get involved in?
If there were 11 guys,
he got involved 2020 or 2021. Cam came back.
Yeah.
He came back post COVID. Because it was 2019 in New England.
Did he come back after? He came back in 2021, yeah. So he left in 19, came back in 21.
Okay.
Kyle Allen, Taylor Heineke, Teddy Bridgewater, PJ Walker, Will
There
Greer.
you go. There you go.
Yeah.
There's the names we were looking for.
Kyle Allen.
And I don't even know if I included like Tyson Badgett in this, but hey,
Tyson.
There you go.
Secret Bagent man.
Keenan Allen. He's 32 years old. He's missed 14 games in 4 years, so not. I mean, it's not the worst thing, but I mean, as he gets older,
a bunch were this year.
As he gets
bunch
older,
were the year before.
I could definitely see that increasing, but he does get to be a wide receiver 2, which obviously means less attention.
1 to 2.
What?
They're pretty close. It's not a definite.
No. But you got to just accept that at this point you got an older wide receiver who is not. I mean, it's just he's realistically leaving. His prime.
Calvin Ridley's not wide receiver 1. But
you got a guy that's realistically leaving his prime, and someone that's like in the middle of their prime.
Yeah,
it's like prime versus prime. It's obviously it's like there's a debate, but. As of right now,
there's no debate. It's Keenan.
Jeez. Okay, stop dick riding. Jesus,
I'm not dick riding.
You're
dick riding DJ Moore.
DJ Moore is better than I fucking remembered.
That's fair.
Because when D Hop fucking plays with 15 different quarterbacks and does what he does, he gets hype. But now that it's DJ Moore and you don't want to give them any credit and you don't want to see Caleb Williams play well, you're sitting here saying, "Oh, Keenan Allen, we know." Yeah, I know he was
But
good.
what competition did DJ Moore have on the Panthers or the Bears last year?
I mean, does it what's more impressive, beating out somebody for a first spot or being able to put up 1,100 plus yards with all those quarterbacks? Who cares? Who cares if you're the best? Yeah, you're the best wide receiver on the team. Okay,
I
regardless.
think what's more impressive is winning the men's decathlon as a woman.
That's sick. But regardless of how you got to wide receiver one, there's wide receiver ones that can only put up 800 receiving yards. So it's like,
Yeah.
what? I don't care how you got to that spot. But to me, and if I'm Chicago, I want Keenan Allen to be my wide receiver too. I don't need to put that stress on him. It's like, bro, you are here to you are wide receiver too.
He just needs to have a meeting with little Lockett, Tyler Lockett.
And the way you're
learn to get down.
Yeah. No. See,
that's all they need.
Can we
just
talk
get your
about
ass
that?
down?
I don't
hate it.
I don't want to like make the league sound pussy. But I will say that I think way more players should do that.
I know.
Way more players, because here's the thing. You want to make these new rules. You want to do, make all this.
Well, that's what Tom was saying. Tom was saying it should be on the offensive players to protect themselves. Now, there are times when they are when they can't. But yeah. Tyler Lockett goes out of his way to protect himself.
That's the thing. You go out of your way to protect yourself. You dropping to the ground to just save yourself from a useless tackle to get an extra couple of yards.
An extra half a yard.
It's like, yeah, you fight. It's every inch matters. Yeah, but in the middle of the second quarter when it's a tie game, maybe it doesn't matter as much. That's gonna help way more than whatever.
Well, they don't teach that in football. No. They just teach you to go hard as fuck at all times.
They teach you. See, the thing is, it's like they don't even like. Maybe, I mean, I don't know. I'm not gonna sit here and talk like I'm some NFL or some D1 college football player, but from my experience, I mean, if whatever way worked to get through somebody, you weren't really being told to not use your head either.
No,
it's not like, hey,
especially if you're a running back.
Hey, watch that. It's not, it's like, oh shit.
No, running backs are every single play.
So I mean, I think that work that's better than any rule, any new technology you create. If you can put all whatever grass fields you want that these players are complaining about, dropping to the ground,
protect yourself.
Some Golden Tate, Tyler Lockett shit.
Yeah,
money. But Keenan Allen healthy.
Golden Tate did that? I don't know.
I feel like I remember all of. I feel like there was a time. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we. No, Golden Tate definitely was an artist of avoiding tackles for sure. For sure, 100%. Now that the memories are flooding. Now that.
But when you're Keenan and you're that old and that banged up, get your ass down.
But like I'm saying, if you're Keenan Allen and you're healthy, Keenan Allen, I mean, the way you were gassing him up makes me feel like you'd agree with me. I mean, if he's healthy, he's probably the best second option at receiver, one of the best second options at receiver in the league. I mean, who else are we talking about?
I don't know. Odell.
Yeah, Odell could pull up. The Gerald Everett pickup isn't a big deal to me. He's never really been impactful. DeAndre Swift.
I like it.
I've been trying to come up with a take for DeAndre Swift and how I feel about this move, and it is so hard for me to gauge how I feel, like how well I think he will play next season. Because
agreed.
His first year starting last year was his first year as a starting running back. He ran for over 1,000 yards, but it wasn't Philly.
It was Philly's O-line,
who gave Miles Sanders the year before almost 1,300 yards, who this year ran for 432 with Carolina. And mind you, these past 2 years, Jalen Hurts has also ran for 700 yards both of these seasons. So this is a great rushing team and offensive line.
And Jalen's not even like that.
So
he's kind of like, I don't know. Push.
I think DeAndre Swift. This is like to me the
What did he do
he
in
he
Detroit?
was a backup. He
To
was a
who?
backup. Jamal Williams.
But he had a breakout year the year before this year.
Yeah, but I think his best seasons before last year in Philly were like 500 and something. He was putting up 500 yards.
Actually,
But as a backup. So I
I
mean,
thought he had 1,000 yards. Oh no,
mm,
500. Yeah,
mhm.
he only had 100 touches.
See
Never mind.
why I'm like it's like yeah, as a backup,
Yeah,
he was our he could tote. And then he goes
but
to
he
this
averaged 5.5 in Detroit.
great rushing team, Philly, and goes off.
I know, but he got the ball 130 more times.
What's what happens when you start, you know?
Yeah.
But that's the thing. Does this to me is the season that tells us the most about him
Yes.
because
Yeah, for sure.
you're obviously not
But I mean,
playing.
they have to snag a piece on that O line because
I believe they
past
have.
couple of years, Fields is running for his life.
I believe they have made some moves and they have missed out on some linemen. I mean, like you saw the Tyron Smith move to the Jets. Fucking Detroit just sniped Kevin Zeitler from the Ravens, which kind of
That kind of sucks.
that hurt me a little bit because
We
I don't
we
know if you
picked up.
noticed, but our O line is
I saw.
piecing the fuck out.
I saw
So I don't know why, but hey,
money,
yeah.
money, Michael.
Money will do
Money
it to
makes
you.
the world go round. I play football for the love of the game, baby.
Mhm. Until you
Unless I
get
don't get
drafted.
my money.
But let's talk about their defense. They were 25th in passing yards allowed per game, 238 passing yards a game. But they were also number 1 in rushing yards allowed, only allowing what I believe it was like 88.
I think we kind of talked about this. If your passing defense is that bad, why run the ball?
See, but here's the thing. What do you think works more? Or what do you think like logically makes more sense? If you got a bad running defense, or if you got a bad running defense, why pass the ball? Or if you got a bad passing defense, why run the ball? Because to me, if you have a terrible passing defense, that means two things. You stop the run, or teams were afraid of your ability to stop the run, or there was no reason to run. And you were
Yeah,
airing that bitch out.
yeah,
And then if you flip it in reverse, if you are just running the ball over and over and over again, to me, that tells me more that you're not afraid of the pass defense. You just are not struggling at all to run the ball. So why not run the ball?
yeah. So it could just be. I mean, I think it's that. Honestly, they are not afraid of that secondary at all, and maybe they had a couple pieces up front who were scary enough.
Like I know offenses are opening up more and more every year, but I still want to believe that every offense wants to, or at least I believe every offense should want to have an established run game, no matter what.
Yeah,
And maybe past championships could,
the Chargers don't.
Chargers, Chargers kind of do. And that's why they picked up my boy Gus. But
Well, they need a defense.
that is a good question. What does that necessarily mean when you're number 1 in rushing yards allowed, but you're number 25 in passing yards allowed? To me, that
To me,
tells
that's a bad.
me. I feel like it's a mix of both.
Fair.
I feel like it's a mix of both
Yeah,
because your passing defense can be terrible, but I still believe that if you had to pick, one or the other, if they could keep it on the ground versus the Bears, you would. You can keep it
yeah,
on the ground, milk all that clock you want, win that game, and get out of there.
yeah.
Now, mind you, got teams that maybe need to air it out because they might not have the most confidence in their defense. But at the same time, we're talking about teams when they're playing the Bears. So, how much how
How
scared
much
are
game
you?
plan were they putting into playing the Bears?
Thank you. There you go. How much were people even watching film when they played Chicago? Now we're
Yes,
asking the real questions, Devin.
yes,
These are the
yes.
real
They
questions.
unless it was fucking Manziel or whatever his nuts was,
Jamarcus Russell.
Demarcus Russell.
But
But the coaches were.
some players though that they still are gonna have next season. They still have what are we looking at? Trey Edmonds, Montez Sweat, T.J. Edwards, Kevin Byard coming in to replace Eddie Jackson. Which, I mean, it's like cool if you could have added him and kept Eddie Jackson. I would have been looking at that like, man, that's awesome. But replacing him, we'll see. I don't know how much of an improvement it really is, though. Unique Ngakwe is a free agent. They still had their Pro Bowl corner, Jalen Johnson.
When did they get Unique?
After last season, I believe.
I thought he was still in Jacksonville. Was he Jacksonville? I don't know.
Unique Ngakwe, was he in Jacksonville? Why am I like picturing not a Raiders stint? Maybe he wasn't. I mean, I know. Who did he come from before Baltimore? That is a great question. It could have been Jacksonville.
Yeah, he was okay. Then I'm years behind. Jacksonville until 2019, then the Vikings, Ravens in 2020, Raiders, Colts, Bears last year.
Raiders, damn, he did have a stint with the Raiders.
2021. Yeah.
Okay,
but no, he started as a Jacksonviller.
But to me, this team, it can go easily one of two ways. Not one of three ways, but easily one of two ways. The Carolina route, all this hype, all this pressure, or it could go the Houston route where it is almost the best outcome you could really ask for from your rookie quarterback season.
They win a Super Bowl.
That is secret option number 4.
Number 4?
Or, like I said last episode, I think they might fall in a nice middle where it's not just a complete, like, by the end of the year, they're calling for Caleb Williams to be bent.
Caleb shows some promise, but there's some problems. Defense or something.
And what I was going to bring up earlier, like I was saying with Justin Fields, there is so much hype around Caleb Williams. It's almost like we know he's going to have multiple chances. Like they are just how we know. It's like, okay, as bad as you think Bryce Young is, he's getting his opportunities. He's going to get his chances. There's nobody but him that's going to be.
But Bryce Young is not the talent that Caleb Williams is, and Caleb Williams will.
No. But what I'm saying is, no matter what Caleb Williams does next season on the field,
he'll have a shot.
He's going to go into the next season QB1.
I mean, the Bears gave Justin Fields a shot for how many years?
So I almost think now this could also go one of two ways. I think this might kind of take some pressure off of Caleb Williams. It's like you're not fighting for your life here.
But sometimes pressure's good.
That's another thing. It's like don't get too comfortable.
Don't be comfortable. Don't be thinking you hot shit.
You know, still watch your film. Do your thing.
And quit painting your fingernails with obscenities. It's not nice, dude. They also lost after he did that.
Yeah, he did.
Also, stop painting your fingernails. Just in general.
But this past D gets 25% better. I mean, just 25% better, and they're a top 10 defense probably.
I don't think that's how percentages work. But
what you mean?
Top, they'll be better than 25th.
Oh no, okay. In layman's terms, if their pass defense gets a little bit better, they could have the potential to be a top 10 defense.
Yes.
Sorry, I didn't. I thought you were gonna get what I was saying, but
no, I got it.
There's really no excuses for Caleb Williams at this point. They've made it to the point where there's no excuses.
No, zero.
So Chicago is really,
and also he's looking down the barrel of a fucking another terribly run organization in Washington.
I mean, do you even think
there is no question Caleb Williams will be a Bear?
Yeah, that's the thing. Do you even think?
And Drake May will be a Redskin.
Do you think Washington even contacts Caleb Williams?
No.
Like, I don't even think there's communication being had between them two.
Shouldn't be.
All right. Well, Chicago Bears. Yeah, like I said, I think they'll fall in the middle between Carolina and Houston. But let's